What's up, everybody? That car guy Eddie here, and today a video on, look at this. Oh, it's my Tesla. I mean, it's my Wrangler. It's my 4xe. Yes, that's right. Today, this is the introduction of the 4xe, and I thought what better way to tell you about it than would be to give you a quick once over while I'm at an EV charging station. All right, so let's talk about the interior for a second. So the interior of the Jeep Wrangler 4xe is very similar to any other Jeep that's out there. There's just a few exceptions, and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. Because this is a Sahara package, it does come with the leather. This is another thing. I'm in my car a lot. I commute with this Jeep, and I want something comfortable. My wife's seats, the Rubicon seats, they're great, but they are a little stiff. The bolstering is a little bit more hardcore, and these leather seats don't really have the same stiffness problem that her cloth ones did. So I kind of like the leather. Plus, leather is just easier to clean up. You know, I got kids, things are in this car. Leather is just always easier to clean up. I like it. If you pan over here to the dash of the 4x8, it's a standard, anything special. You can see I'm plugged in, I'm charging here on the level 2 charger. But if you come over here, you do have the standard 8.7-inch Uconnect. It does have heated seats. It does have all of your things regarding all of your charging ports and things like that. And more importantly, it's got a real transfer case. You know, it's got 2 high, it's got 4 high auto, 4 high part-time, neutral, and of course the best one for everything is a 4 low. In my experience with Jeeps, my limited experience, probably 6 months, is you really don't need 4 low, but you can. And the thing about it is that a lot of the time the transfer case, you're multiplying power is what you're doing. The big difference is what's over here. So it is a hybrid, and it defaults to hybrid mode. So it will choose what's the best for you, electric or hybrid assist at the same time. It has all electric mode, which you can go 21 miles on a full charge. And it has e-save. So e-save, you would flip it on, and basically what would end up happening is you'd save your battery until you got to where you wanted to be. Now, originally I used this, and what I mean, my very first day is I used electric completely around my neighborhood, dropping off the kids and everything. It was great. Dropped off the kids, did everything with it, and didn't have any problems. What the frick is this? Ooh, never noticed that before, but it's obviously been touched up. See the caveat of buying a used car? Oh, that sucks. Anyways, come back over here. Where was I? Oh yeah, I did. And then when I actually drove, I put it in gas on the freeway, and it gets about 20 miles to the gallon with the 2-liter in it. And then when I got off the freeway, I used electric, and then I used gas all the way home. Well, that trip, I managed 23.9 miles to the gallon, which is about 4 miles to the gallon better than we actually got with everything else. But this time I used hybrid when I was on the freeway, and I let it do its own thing, and I actually averaged 27.9 miles to the gallon. So that's exciting. The one thing that's different about the interior, I'll tell you right here, is actually this. Under here is your lithium battery pack. And what this does is this moves this seat up 1 inch and forward 2 inches. Now that doesn't seem like a lot. And when you look here, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut away for a second. I'm gonna show you my wife's. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna show you the wife's. And a good method is I'm gonna show you my seat, my hand up against the front seat, okay? So you can tell if I go like this, I can touch. You'll see in my wife's I won't be able to do that because the back seat is gonna be a little bit bigger. But yeah, that's kind of the 4xe. That's kind of the reason that I bought it. I really like it. The top does come off, which is great. It does have the freedom panels here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because it's a beautiful day out here at the Chargers. And I guess you can ask, Eddie, how long are you gonna keep this car? Well, I don't know. You guys know me in cars. I'm up and down about them all the time, but I'll tell you, one thing that I learned about a car that I really like, and I'll be honest with you guys, is I want something that is a toy and a car at the same time. I had someone ask me the other day, they go, Eddie, you've had a lot of cars. What are the cars that you miss the most? To be honest with you, the cars that I miss the most are the cars that I could play in, right? And sometimes that's a fast car, sometimes it's an off-road car, but the cars that I don't miss are the cars that are just utilitarian. I'll tell you, before I bought the Jeep, I actually, I went and I test drove a Scat Pack. It was a 2021 Charger Scat Pack, and I was kind of let down by it. You know, I didn't think it was going to be good. just it was okay. Like, it wasn't as fast as I thought. 485 horsepower is not as fast as I had originally thought. Maybe it's because it's an old V8 and it just takes a while to get there, but this has 385 horsepower and 485 foot-pounds of torque. So this is just as much torque as that Scat Pack, and I'll tell you, when this baby's charged, and it moves. I think these run on the quarter mile 13.7 stock in a Jeep, in a 5,800 pound Jeep. So like I said, it's definitely going to be fun. As far as off-roading, I do plan on going off-roading this weekend, so definitely stay tuned. Go ahead and like and subscribe. We're going to take out my wife's Rubicon so that when I get stuck in my city sleeker Jeep, she of course can get me out. But as always, thanks for watching, and ride hard.